Well, we just had a very nice little picnic lunch by the river. That'll be the River Wye, and we're going to be setting off to Simmons Yacht in a little while. And then later on this afternoon we'll be heading over back into Oxfordshire for a party with some friends. So anyway, I thought I'd just say a couple of words about my kind of health challenges that I've had over the last year or so. So if anybody has been following this channel for I don't know, a year or whatever, you will have noticed that my hair has changed very considerably, and I had a spell of alopecia where quite a lot sort of fell out around here, and basically my fringe went and my hair just generally got very thin, and I had to wear a sort of a part wig called a topper for several months because it just looked so awful. And anybody who saw the films that I made in Vietnam, you can see there that my hair was very sort of thin and I had hardly any fringe, and it didn't look quite so obvious then because it was so humid that my hair just frizzed out and it looked thicker than it actually was. But basically since Christmas it was looking so bad that I had to wear the wig. Anyway, about when was it? Mid-March, I think it was, when we went to America, literally the day before we went to America. I went to my hairdresser and she cut my hair short. We cut off all the old coloured bits. She used to put some nice sort of blonde highlights in for me, so we cut all that off. And at the time my fringe was like about a centimetre long so it wasn't great, but at least it has grown back, and it's grown back at the sides. Yeah, so I should probably change my profile picture now because I've kind of got used to having grey hair and having short hair, but the really weird thing is it's gone really, really curly, and I've never had curly hair before, but it does mean that I basically don't even have to brush it. It doesn't look any different when I've brushed it. The other thing that's been bothering me is my foot. So this time last year we were in Canada and one of my feet kept swelling up and getting really painful, and nobody really knew what was wrong with it. I tried all sorts of painkillers, nothing worked, and then suddenly it got better. And then towards the back end of last year it started hurting again. Same foot, slightly different place. I've been to see a couple of physios actually. They don't really seem to know what's wrong with it, but it means rather annoyingly that it's really affecting how far I can walk. So whereas I used to walk loads every week, I'm now hardly walking at all. But Steve and I have just managed to walk a couple of miles, mostly on the flat, I have to admit, along the River Wye and through the town centre and back down, and touch wood, it's not been too painful, so fingers crossed, it, you know, maybe it's on the mend, who knows.